this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment, we're going to talk about how to plant orchids. Now, orchids are beautiful plants that grow all over tropical areas of the world. And a lot of them actually don't live right in the soil. They grow right in trees, or epiphytes. So they grow right out of the bark of a tree, and they actually get their nutrition from the bark of the tree. So when you're growing orchids, the best way to grow them is actually in any type of woody material, bark dust, maybe some moss and some soil. But I found just bark chips or wood chips are the best way to grow the orchids. Okay, so the orchids will have a root on them, and whether it's grown right into moss or right into bark, they'll just keep growing and growing and growing. And the roots will grow right in the air if you let them. They don't need a lot of soil to grow. And so the best way to plant your orchid is right into a container with bark. And as long as it's really airy and not compacted, because you don't want it just a clod of clay, they won't grow. And I like to leave some of the roots exposed because they do need some air. And then I leave it in a sunny window or part shade. And never leave it in a hot window because they still can get sunburned. So the best windows are somewhere where they're getting morning sun and not the hot afternoon sun, and they'll grow a lot better. And they really like artificial light too. And if you have a newer home that's really tight and there's not a lot of air that's moist in your home, make sure and keep them in your kitchen or your bathroom, somewhere where they do get some moisture. And another trick is to set your container right on a plate or somewhere that has gravel and keep it wet. Don't keep the plant itself in the water, but you want to have water around the plant so that it doesn't get too dry. It needs humidity. And whether you even put a cover on it with this glass, or you can even put plastic around it, that helps as well. But by repotting the orchid into some real organic material that's wood-based, it'll grow really well and it'll get all the nutrition it needs, and you should get beautiful flowers each year.